Pretties, welcome to Webster. So today I have my update for my deck of panning project pan. We have a guest. This is my baby girl Athena. She has been extremely needy and decided that she and I need to share a chair. She's too big to be sharing a chair with. She's 50 pounds. And I think she might have gained some weight. So she's a little too big for this. So if I'm seeming a little too forward, that's why. Also, if I seem a little low energy, I just took my second shot of the vaccine, the COVID vaccine, and I'm feeling super fatigued. So yeah, that just happened like less than an hour ago. So I'm feeling a little fatigued, FYI. So yeah. Anyway, let's get started. I am super excited because we have a really good update. I honestly have been crushing it in this project van, like hitting all my goals. So I'm super excited for this one. Cannot wait. So this is the deck of panning project pan. This was created by EMILYNMAX. I'm gonna leave her down below as well as her intro video. So if you have no idea what it is, she goes into in very good detail as to what it is, but there is a game board and you have to pick items based off of that. I should have pulled up my game board and I didn't, so let me pause for a second and have that ready to go. Alright, so for me to do that would actually be a lot of trouble, so I'm not gonna do that right now. I'll do that later. And I think I decided to move, so there you go. Now I'm all fixed. Before we get started, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you become a resident of Websterville, and let's get started. So let's go with the two products that I have like zero to no progress whatsoever. I have this liquid lipstick, which I only wore once, so not much to show. I do have very little on it because I had it in previous project pans, so there's that. And then the blush, I think only you wore like once or twice. You can still see the imprint, so I'm not calling it just yet. I'm gonna call it once the imprint is completely got done. That's the goal. But again, I just really haven't focused and you can still see it. This is surprisingly kind of deep for the imprint. So that. An exciting one, and you guys knew about this one, is the bronzer. It's actually getting quite thin. I was supposed to repress it like after the last update and I didn't. I have been able to use it just fine though. And as you guys can tell, it's really quite expanding. It's actually getting really hard to use. I really do need to repress it. I've just been very lazy. I have to repress this and my blush that's in my graveyard project band, which was also created by EMILYNMAX. I have to repress both of those. So there's that. Okay, I have two other lip products that I actually have finished. However, one of them I lost. But let's not talk about that one. Let's talk about the one that I did finish, and that's Layover. This was for a travel item, and this is the little plastic right here, so there's not really any. There's like a slight little hump right there, but I really can't use it. I've been having a really hard time just like putting it on today as it is. I mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. I do not dig the product out of the tube because I've done that in the past a handful of times and then I end up putting it on a small container and I never touch that container because I'm really good about reapplying, and taking that container and then taking either a brush or doing my finger, it's just too messy while I'm at work. And it's just not realistic for me. What ends up happening is that it goes bad, it starts getting moldy and stuff, and then end up throwing it away. So it's just, realistically, that's just not how I pan. And I feel 100% okay with getting it to this point and calling it quits. So I'm counting this as my empty. It's completely gone. Like I said, this is just the plastic right here. So this is it. This is an empty. I had one more empty. I had to bring in a product that another YouTuber had panned, and I put one for Too Much Tosh, and it was just a tint because she just finished her just a tint not too long ago. It was, I have my little thing right here. Hold on. Deck of Panning. Okay. So I have my ColourPop just a tint right here. And this is where we were at the beginning. I actually had it like almost completely gone. I had like maybe a millimeter left. So I had maybe half a day used left on it. And then I took it to work yesterday so I can finish it off, because I took this one to work today to make sure I finish it off. And then I took yesterday I took this one and the other one because I was confident I was gonna finish the other one like halfway through the day, and then I was just gonna have to keep reapplying this one. However, I lost it at work and I have no idea where it is. And I've mentioned this before. I work in HR for in a production facility, and sometimes I have to walk around the facility, so I think it just fell out of my pocket, and I retraced my steps and I cannot find it. There's too many people there, and it's you know, it's a production facility, so it's relatively dirty. Even if I were to find it, I would not put it in my lips. I don't care. I do not care. I will not put it in my lips. So the good thing is I honestly really did get it to the point where it was like almost completely gone. If you watch my what's in my travel bag video, I'll leave it linked, you could see it was almost completely gone. So super excited about that. It sucks that I lost the actual, you know, packaging, because I would have loved to put that in my empties for the year, but I have no idea where it went. It must have fallen at work. I've checked my car, I've checked my house, and I know I put it in my pocket, but then when I got to my desk at work, it was not in my pocket anymore. So, but I know that before I got to my desk, I had already like walked around and done a couple of things here and there. So it's gone. I don't know what happened to it, but regardless, I feel good because I did get my money worth. So we got 2 empties right here. Super excited to get 2 lip products out of my collection again. I really wish I had the actual packaging, because that's upsetting. Okay, so I have my thing right here. Okay, my thingy. Gonna do a quick shuffle. Just gonna separate a little bit more. Now do 2 more. Let's do 2 more. An uneven 3. All right, so honestly, except for the last one, I've been like rolling out like 2 products every update, so I'm pretty good about this one. Okay, let the panning gods be with us. 2. Okay, 2 of diamond and 5 of spades. What did those correspond to? BRB. Okay, I'm back. So I got the 5 of spades. I learned what it was. No, this is clove. God dang it. Okay, anyway, but this little one right here is a body care item. Okay, all right. And then we got the 2 of diamonds, which is most expensive. All right, let me go find some items for both of those categories, and I'll be right back once again. I really should have had my board ready to go before I started filming. Would have saved us some time, but here we are. Okay, I'm back. This was harder than I expected to pick. My collection for the most part is pretty... Zeus, darling, can you not do that? Thank you. So, my collection for the most part is pretty on the low end. So it was either putting in an eyeshadow, a red lipstick, or a highlighter. So an eyeshadow palette. My options were not that great. So I ended up choosing the lesser of all evils, and I chose my Opal highlighter, which is the most expensive highlighter I own, and it's really the most expensive base product that I own. And I actually love Opal so much that when I heard Becca was going out of business, I bought a backup of this. So my goal is to hit pan. I don't know how deep these are. I've heard that they're not very deep. My thing is that I am already working on 2 other highlighters. One in my pie project pan and another one in my graveyard project pan. The highlighter in my graveyard project pan being my main priority. That being said, this one's probably gonna be here for the long haul. Once that highlighter's gone, which is almost done, FYI, then I will focus on this one more, because I know if I have to choose between this one and my pie project pan highlighter, I'm 100% gonna pick this one, because it's just my absolute favorite highlighter of all time. It goes with everything, every occasion, cool tone, warm tone. Seriously, Suze. Puppy Suze. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so I know I'm just gonna pick this one over that one. I always have to tell myself, no, don't reach for that one, reach for your project pan instead. So yeah, which also means that it's been highly neglected because I love it so much, but now that I have a backup, I feel like I'm more inclined to use it more, because I have a backup of it if I were to run out. So definitely really excited to use it, and it's really expensive. So yeah, $38 for a single highlighter. I would say there's a lot of product though. 0.28 ounces of product. So cannot wait to use it. Cannot wait. Now, the next one was a hard one for me because I just don't have a lot of body care items laying around my house. I am pretty good about, I have one body lotion, and once I'm like halfway through it or so, then I buy a backup. But I just put a new one, and it's a huge bottle, so I'm not gonna go through it anytime soon, and that's the only body care item. I have the same thing for like body wash. I have one body wash. I'm actually kind of close to finishing, but I have one backup, and that's it. It's like those are not really problem areas, and because I use them every day, I just don't feel like I need to put it in a project pan. It just doesn't make sense for me. So I had to reach for my skincare, which I would argue that my skincare is in my body, so it's a body like for my face, like, you know, facial skincare, it's in my body, so it's a body care item because my face is part of my body. So I'm reaching. Even there, I was very limited because I, for the most part, use the same thing over and over, and then once I'm like running low, I'll buy a new one of the same items, and I just keep reusing them. Although recently, I had a bunch of like mini skincare items that have come into my collection. Zeus, puppy. Thank you. So I do have an influx of some easy to use skincare products. So I was going back and forth, and I'm almost like finished all of those, almost. But the ones that have really lingered are actually these masks right here. I'm hoping that if I just use one every week, then by the next update, because it's, you know, I only have 4 of them, I can have all this done and have one roll in. So I'm giving myself a product, essentially. I'm giving myself a little gimme right there. So that being said, this is what I'm putting in for that, what was it again? Body care. Yeah, so for body care, I have these masks. I want to get them. They're pretty much one use. It's this one right here. There is 0.35 ounces of product. I use most of it, and then whatever is left, because you can't really like reseal it, I just put it on my boyfriend's face. So that's my goal. My goal is to just use one per week and finish them up, and then for the next update have at least one thing to roll in. And that is my update. So my predictions here are that these are going to be done, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the only rolling. I'm pretty confident that's gonna happen next time, unless I really buckle down on this one right here, which I really don't think I will, because I do have other lip products in my graveyard project pan. But wish me luck, and yeah, let me know what it is that you're excited to project pan, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.